Good afternoon and welcome to NTV News. I'm Siksha Sharma. Let's take a look into the headlines first. Government starts distributing citizenship to NRNs. Arrangements made to distribute NRN citizenship certificate from all 77 districts. Third day of Vijaya Dashami being observed with devotees thronging Durga shrines. Devi's manifestation of Chandraghanta being worshipped today. Joe Biden to visit Israel as it continues to pound rockets in the Gaza. Crisis grows with health systems on the verge of collapse. Talks fail to let aid reach there. And Nepal playing against Laos in the second leg away match under the FIFA World Cup 2026 qualifiers today. Welcome back to NTV News. Now let's take a look into news in detail. The government has begun conferring Nepali citizenship certificates on non-resident Nepalis NRNs. It is NRN citizenship. Prime Minister Pushpa Dahal provided the NRN citizenship certificate to Executive Chairman of Association of NRNs Badri Kesi and Chairman Kul Acharya amidst a function organized at his official residence in Balwatar this morning. District Administration Office Kathmandu had issued an NRN citizenship certificate in the name of Executive Chairman Kesi on Monday, while District Administration Office Parbat to Chairman Acharya on Sunday. Earlier, the certificates were handed to Prime Minister Dahal by the respective chief district officers. The NRN citizenship documents were provided in line with Article 14 of Constitution of Nepal. The constitutional provision was further eased with the amendment of Nepal Citizenship Act 2063. The NRNs are provided Nepali citizenship, allowing them the economic, social and cultural rights. On the occasion, Secretary at Home Ministry Dinesh Bhattrai informed that the government had made arrangement to distribute NRN citizenship certificates from all 77 districts. With this, the NRNs can apply for such certificates from today onwards. The NRNA had been demanding citizenship certificates for long. One of the major festivals of the Hindus, Bada Dashain, has entered into its third day. Today, on the third day, one of the manifestation of Durga Bhavani, the Chandraghanta, is worshipped on this day. Chandraghanta is a goddess that has 10 hands and wears a half-moon bell on her forehead. A huge fanfare is seen in Durga shrines and temples on all 9 days of Bada Dashain festival. All 9 forms of Durga is worshipped on each day of the Navaratri, commonly called the Dashain festival. Recalling the biggest victories against evil, goddess Durga is thought to have fought with the demon Mahisasur in her various 9 power forms and finally defeated him on the 10th day, we call as Vijaya Dashami. The Food Management and Trading Company Limited has fixed the price of the he-goats and mountain goats that is selling from today for this year's festival. The company has said that the price of a live he-goats is fixed at 680 per kg and the price of mountain goat is 1260 per kilogram. The consumers will get a discount of 10 rupees in each kilogram. Information officer of the company, Sharmila Newpani, said that the goats would be sold from company's Bagmati province office at Thapatali from 8 in the morning. The company has brought the he-goats from Makwanpur, Dang and Kailani districts and mountain goats from Rasua in view of this year's Dasai festival. The company has planned to sell 2,000 he-goats and 1,000 mountain goats in this year's festive season. And let's take a look into a short break here. More news follows up next. Stay with us. Welcome back to NTV News. Taking a look into further developments. The one-way airfare from Kathmandu to Dhangadi has risen to 17,000 rupees per passenger, causing difficulties to those heading home during the festive season. Private airline companies have increased the fare from 7,900 to over 17,000 rupees. The Ministry of Culture, Tourism and Civil Aviation has approved the maximum fare, and a group of youth protested at the airport office premises. Airline operators claim that since July, value-added tax has been added to passengers' air tickets, putting pressure on fares this year. Airport service charges per passengers have been fixed at 400 in Kathmandu and 500 in Dhangadi. Deputy Prime Minister and Minister for Home Affairs Narayan Kaji Shrestha reached Beijing on Monday evening to attend the Third Belt and Road Forum for International Cooperation at the invitation of Chinese Minister of Ecology and Environment Wang Xiaohong. DPM Shrestha was welcomed by Ambassador of Nepal to China Bishnu Pukar Shrestha and the high-level officials of the Ministry of Ecology and Environment of China, according to a press release issued by Nepali Embassy in China. The Deputy Prime Minister will be attending the opening ceremony of the Third Belt and Road Forum for International Cooperation. He will address the high-level forum on green development, Green Silk Road for Harmony with Nature at a National Convention Center on October 18. The Nepali delegation, led by the Deputy Prime Minister, will return Kathmandu on October 20. Chinese President Xi Jinping is hosting a conference in Beijing to mark 10 years of his Belt and Road Initiative. Russian President Vladimir Putin and the Taliban are expected to attend the two-day gathering. Xi has stood by Putin, who has become increasingly isolated since Russia's invasion of Ukraine over a year ago. Xi is expected to chart the way forward for BRI, which he has positioned as an alternative to Western-led development. The trillion-dollar BRI aims to bring China closer to the world through infrastructure and investments. More than 145 countries, including Nepal, have signed up, accounting for 3/4 of the world's population and half of the globe's total wealth. Let's take a look into yet another break. Stay with us for more developments. Welcome back. Taking a look into further developments. A large number of Israel Defense Forces troops and military equipment were seen at the Gaza Strip border on Sunday as the IDF was preparing for a ground maneuver against Hamas. Israeli warplanes, helicopters and armored vehicles gathered in Ashkelon on Sunday, a city in southern Israel, only 5 minutes drive from the northern part of Gaza. The Merkava main battle tanks were also seen within the military hardware convoy, which is designed to provide maximum protection for its crew. Vehicles were seen waiting outside a military base checkpoints as reservist answers call of IDF to prepare for a major ground operation against the Hamas. So far, Israel has called up 360,000 reservists for 2 consecutive times. A total of 2,726 Palestinians have been killed in this round of fighting, with over 10,800 wounded. In addition, more than 1,000 have been missing after being buried in debris in wake of Israeli airstrikes, said the Civil Defense Department in Palestine. 2 people have been shot dead in Brussels on Monday evening, police have said. The gunman fled the scene and is still at large. Belgium's Prime Minister Alexander De Croo later confirmed the victims were Swedish. Reports indicate that around 9:15, an unknown individual opened fire, killing 2 people. The victims were allegedly wearing Swedish football jerseys. A quick look into the highlights of what's coming up next. Time now for our sports update. Nepal is all set to adopt an attacking game plan against Laos in the second leg away match under the FIFA World Cup 2026 qualifiers. Today, in a press conference on the eve of the match in Laos, head coach Vincent Journey said that for a team will play for a clear win today. He added that following a 1-1 draw at home in Kathmandu, Nepal has no option but to register a win in order to qualify for the second round. All venues to be used by the Hangzhou Asian Para Games have completed transition by adding more accessible facilities. The Para Games, to be held from October 22nd to 28, has 564 events across 22 sports. Of 19 competition venues, 17 are transformed from those of the Asian Games. At the venue for Taekwondo competitions at the Xiaoshan Gyali Sports Center, more accessible elevators, ramps and toilets were set up to serve the disabled athletes. The 4th Asian Para Games will have 3,800 athletes from 45 countries and regions. China will send 439 athletes to compete in 397 events of all 22 sports. In the end, a quick reminder of the headlines. Government starts distributing citizenship to NRNs. Arrangements made to distribute the certificates from all 77 districts. Third day of Vijayadashami being observed with devotees thronging Durga shrines. Devi's manifestation of Chandraghanta being worshipped. Joe Biden to visit Israel as it continues pounding rockets in the Gaza. Crisis grows with health systems on the verge of collapse. Talks failed to let aid reach there. And Nepal playing against Laos in the second leg away match under the FIFA World Cup 2026 qualifiers today. That's all for now. We'll bring you another news bulletin in Nepali in less than an hour, and our next English news will bring you right at 6 in the evening. Keep watching Nepal television. Have a great day ahead. Namaste.